Attention on deck!
Hi everybody, Army P here for eXplorminate.net, and welcome back to our Let's Try of Stellaris with the DLC Leviathans installed. Now this is probably going to be my very last episode. Oh, I know, I can hear your jeers from here. No, Army P, last forever, but like all grand strategy games, Stellaris does not escape its gravitational pull of eventuality, and what happens is that I could easily play this game for 20, 30, even 40 more videos, but it won't be terribly interesting, and more importantly, this whole Let's Try was to show you guys a little bit about Leviathans. And let's face it, if you were intrigued in the beginning first couple episodes about the game in question, you probably would have bought it already. It also got a chance to show off, every one of the major, milestones when it comes to the Leviathan DLC. We got some type of actual Leviathan when it came to a giant space dragon. We've got a mysterious orb that was in our area. We had a fallen empire become awakened, which was of course part of the patch 1.3. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see two fallen empires go to war with each other, but it is what it is. Well, not only that, but we were able to show off a ton of different changes and adds and subtractions from patch 1.3, nicknamed Highland. We have kind of gotten to this point now where the Unbidden have come into existence here from some extra dimensional portal and have been slowly consuming I guess we would be consider this the western part of the galaxy. Now I have thrown fleet after fleet after fleet, like Zap Brannigan style, trying to hope that the Unbidden have their fill, because they apparently think that we're giant prey and that they're the hunters in this situation. To no avail. So as you can see here, to kind of get into the raw brass tacks of where we're at, I have exceeded my fleet capacity here, my naval capacity, by 28. I'm running a deficit with my fleet, the Third Armada, in space dock, so for a second, as soon as I get out of space dock, it's going to be a nasty bite in the bum when it comes to the amount of energy credits I'm going to be able to produce per month. Is probably going to go down to something ridiculous. I'm going to guess minus 207. I actually don't know. I'm just taking a wild shot at it. We'll see what happens. Now, I have cheated a little bit by negotiating several different forms to kind of find out what tactics I should be using against the Unbidden, because I think that the only ones that I personally play when it came to Endgame Crisis was the giant space aliens that look like the Overmind from StarCraft. Man, I missed that game. Anyway, and in doing so, all you had to do is you had to hit them with your hardest fleet as fast as you could, because they would just start consuming planets and growing at an alarming rate. The Unbidden are very similar to that, but they have one portal. If you're able to take down that portal, apparently, from their dimension, they will have. Not only will they not repair the ships, I don't believe they can have the capacity to repair their ships that are currently in their space, but they'll have no reinforcements. So, in the art of subterfuge, and I'm going to try to make a distraction. So I've got this small fleet here. It consists of, just a military strength of 6,662. At one point in the game, that would have been monstrous, but at this point, facing fleets of over 500,000 MP, that's quite small. Now, my plan is take this small fleet and probably go to one of these different types of planets and attack whatever's there, or just cause a little bit of trouble. With the whole point being is to create a diversion. I'm hoping that the remaining of the fleets will combine together like they always seem to when it comes to anybody in the Unbidden space, and will try to chase it. The hope is that this amount of fleets in this smaller diversionary fleet will be able to be fast enough to keep them out of range. Meanwhile, my main fleet, the Third Armada, and my absolutely useless allies will try to hit the portal directly. Just like DS9, if you guys ever watched Deep Space Nine, Star Trek, we're going to take the wormhole, because that's the key to the Alpha Quadrant. The only problem is that, very much like the Captain Sisko didn't know if the Klingons were going to be coming to help them as they fought the Dominion, I have no idea if my allies are going to show up, and if they do, will they show up in time? So without further ado, I've kind of laid out the entire track. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to take down this portal and end this Let's Try on a giant victory, a high note, something we can tell our grandkids one day and remember in solace. So without further ado, I'm going to move my fleet via side jump to this location. Okay, I guess 207 minus, I got 173, not terrible. Okay, we're at normal speed. We're going to bump that up a little bit. I like to play fast. Okay, so I do have my fleet set to encourage to follow me, so absolutely no reason why they shouldn't. You can see here that I'm still continuing to build fleets, which at this point might be redundant. Okay, we are in position. There you go. You can already see as my fleet went into Unbidden space, the extra dimensional armadas started to fill up and go after. So it does not appear that they are actually healing at all, but if you look at the MP power of these, it's astronomical. So we are going to take our fleet and try to invade their space and see how long it takes them to get there. And as soon as that happens, as soon as they show up, okay, I want to get out of that range. I do not want to take this on. The whole point of this is for diversion. So let's see if we can outsmart these extra dimensional space beings of death. Oh, and not good. Okay, so we've got one of them already. That's really not good. I was really hoping that he'd have a lot more. I'm hoping they'll have some type of warp cooldown and we don't get caught. Okay, there it is. There's the entire fleet. Now, the diversion worked. Now I just have to remember, it's been a long time since the Unbidden have been in this sector. You can see here I'm already at 2,456. I think that means, if I remember correctly, sometimes I'm off on this, ladies and gentlemen, that they got here around late 2,390s, I do believe, or the 2,400 mark. Either way, they've probably been around for about 50 years, and in doing so, they have been an absolute monster. Now, I do believe it was either one of these black holes, and I can't quite remember what it is. So I'm going to take my main fleet. Do my best. Okay, I'm going to try to get... Oh, they engaged my fleet, so I have very little time. I'm hoping that side jump works out. Oh, that fleet's already... I won't be able to even save it before it gets completely chewed. Oh, my diversionary tactic failed, but we got here. Looks like an extra dimensional invader. Okay, that doesn't seem to be there. I'm hoping that we could at least find where the portal is, and then we can kind of... That's not good either. Oh. What's this? Vortex. Vortex Research Station. Oh, okay, this must have been the old infrastructure that was in place. Okay, we are engaging. Seems like we've got the attention of the fleets yet. Okay, so we're able to take that out at the very least. Let's see if we can't find where this portal is, because as soon as... Oh, shoot. What did I engage with? Oh, man, the main fleet, that's not good. Oh, and they're coming in droves, and I'm not going to be able to escape for 18 more days. They're going to chew me right up. Oh, my entire fleet has been destroyed. Oh, my. That was a venture that sounded so great in theory, but like best laid plans, fell right to the sidelines. Oh, that was brutal. I think what I should have done... Oh, cool. A cool glitch. That happens sometimes when I zoom out of a planetary system where there's a ton of combat. It sometimes shows up in the galactic view. Like just reminding you of your failure. Alright, which leaves me with a fleet that I just lost a 69,000 military power fleet, and the prospect of rebuilding that is just not appealing. But the theory was sound. I was able to get it to in Unbidden space and scan 3 sectors before my entire fleet got caught with their pants down around their ankles. Which is a shame, because it would have been nice to at least see the extra-dimensional portal, wherever it might be. It's hard to tell. hard to tell. But anyway, that is Stellaris, everybody, with a new DLC, Leviathan. I know I've had a great time playing the game. I think that if I was to go back and play it more of you know, less of the role-playing aspect of actually running the Yelling Kingdom as a giant space-faring, you know, starfish, I probably would have let that that fallen empire, that awakened empire here, the Neburite Restorers, live a little bit longer to see how far they could have got pushed out, because it would have been really interesting to see if the Unbidden could handle not only the the Neburites fleets, but we would have come in as soon as that would have been notified and tried to take them out before they got, you know, they spread any further. But those are the cards you're dealt, and sometimes the dealing them is bittersweet. I'm pretty sure I could rebuild all of my fleets again and try a very similar tactics. I have read online from people who have taken down the Unbidden, even in post patch 1.3, that it is very doable with that tactic. So if you're watching this, and even though I failed, doesn't mean that you shouldn't try and give that tactic a go. All in all, yeah, that's the Yelling Kingdom story, and I think that in some type of bizarre quantum universe, there's a quasi-army P who's going to decide to take the Yelling Kingdom from its humble beginnings, just as I did, to its, you know, reign in the galaxy, to further, where the only people that exist in the entire known universe are under the Yelling Kingdom flag, including the Unbidden. So anyway, this has been... like I said, this has been a lot of fun. I'm really glad that you guys had are tuning in to watch it, and just keep posted, because we're going to be doing a Let's Try that's going to be a lot of fun in the near future, and we always try to keep you guys as much up to date as we can on 4X News. You can reach us at eXplorminate.net to check out the ins and outs and the dealings behind the scenes, and we can also you can also check us out and chat with us on our forums. You'll find those at our Steam forums at eXplorminate. So this has been Army P. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.